Don't level up, don't use characters, don't upgrade any one stat, don't upgrade your best gear. Wait, that sounds really stupid, but let me go. So firstly, don't invest resources into leveling up characters unless you absolutely love them. If you haven't seen what all the characters do yet, then don't level up your characters past 20. Why 20? There are two reasons for this. The first is because the first ascension is really cheap. You will easily get the resources back. The second is that you basically unlock all of the characters get at level 20. Unless you're absolutely sure you will use that character, don't level them up. Don't worry about the game being hard later on. If it makes you feel any better, I beat the game with level 1 characters. No, the game is not easy, but with good gear and setup, level 20 is definitely enough. Second is don't use characters. So let me explain. Using only one character is much easier than using 3, because you can focus on dodging instead of worrying about your optimized rotation. Optimizing damage output does not require 3 characters. However, there are certain benefits to having only 1, 2, or 3 characters. Having only one means you can focus on survival. If you mess up the rotation of 3 characters, one character will out DPS that whole team anyway, so don't worry about it. Having 3 means you are going for rotations for more damage. But again, if you mess up, you will get damaged, and damage is permanent throughout runs, so you do not want to get damaged at all costs. Having 2 means you have a little bit of both. Go experiment what works for you. Oh, and absolutely do not brag online that you finished the game with a solo character because again, that's not a detriment at all. Having 1 means easier piloting, and buffs only appear for characters already in your party. So if you have a party of 1, it funnels all the buffs for that character, and that's one of the benefits if you decide to go this route. However, having 1 character means you only have 1 HP bar to spend, so be careful of that trade-off. Third, don't upgrade any one stat. Upgrade all stats. I know you want that high damage or high crit ratios, but don't just focus on that. Defense and HP goes a long way because damage is permanent during runs. Also, flat attack plus penetration can be a substitute for crit ratios. Go and experiment what works for you. Just keep in mind the law of diminishing returns. Basically, less stats on all stats is better than focusing on one stat. Upgrade them all. 4. Don't upgrade your best gear. There's one more reason why you should not upgrade your characters. That's because all characters can use all gears. Now, the best gears in the game are almost character specific. They give really high stats, but it's only really good for a character or 2. That's why you go for gears that can be equipped on anyone because trust me, you will need to experiment what works for you. The theoretical part of the gameplay is very deep, and what seems good on paper might not translate very well into reality. That's why don't invest too much into a character you're not sure you're going to have fun with, because you can always switch the gears between characters. There's a lot of playstyles in this game. In fact, it allows all 5 playstyles that I proposed in a recent video. Go check that out by the way. TLDR, don't invest too much into something if you're not sure yet. Worst case scenario, you hold onto your resources for a little while, but you can make up for damage checks in this game with pure skill. Take it from me. However, there is one problem. I didn't get into the 3rd closed beta, so I'm not going to be able to show you how to beat the hardest difficulty at level 1. I do have a vid on it already, but it's from the last beta. So now I challenge you. Holding onto resources is only good at first. Of course, you will need to spend it. However, if you're a madman like me, beat the game on level 1. It's your choice. It's your turn.